Good morning, happy Saturday everybody. We've all been chatting. Welcome to our AGM. I am Lauren Kendall and I am a Green Party Northern Ireland councillor and co-chair of JTG. My fellow co-chair Lorna Bogue sends her apologies today, but what I'm going to say next is on behalf of the both of us. So we have the usual AGM governance business to get through. Which will be helpfully interspersed by a more interesting lineup of panels and discussions. At 11, our very own committee member Sophie will host a post-COP21 interactive panel discussion, which will focus on the role that activists and civil society had at COP. And Sophie will be joined by super lineup, Ben Ryan from the Federation of Young Greens, Green Party Northern Ireland, MLA Rachel Woods, Scottish MSP Ross Greer, hopefully, who'll join us in a bit. And last but by no means least, from Think Tank for Action on Social Change Task, Sean McCabe. So at 12, our returning officer, Dominic Donnelly, will do some of the AGM business motions and polls. And after a good break for lunch at 2 p.m, John Russell will host a panel session with Professor Louise Crowley, Dr. Robert Bolton, Deputy Leader of the Northern Ireland Green Party, Councillor Malachy O'Hara, and Green Party Councillor Colette Flynn on men and the culture of misogyny in politics, gender violence and the role of standing up to other men. At 3, Dominic Donnelly will return for poll results and a bit more AGM business, and we'll have our financial report from our Treasurer and Green Party Councillor Lord Scott, followed by another short break. And then to finish us off at 3:45, we will have an open discussion for members talking about the Just Transition in Review and the year ahead, which will be facilitated by fabulous Professor John Barry and TD Ness Horrigan. So feel free to join in during the day, participate, offer your ideas and thoughts. So as co-chair, it would be remiss of me not to comment on the contributions and campaigns that Just Transition has made over the past year. We've been involved in a variety of campaigns and have engaged with many issues, which are including but not limited to the Global Day of Action for Climate Justice, decriminalisation of cannabis, abortion legislation and the March for Choice, maternity hospital campaign, Stop CETA campaign and the support for the CETA legal challenge, Fix the Bill campaign and events, talked about barriers to women in politics and campaign against online abuse and hate speech. So now it comes to having to thank all of our outgoing and hopefully some returning committee members and extraordinary members. That is co-chair Councillor Lorna Bogue, Secretary Oliver Moran, Treasurer Lord Scott, Press and Comms, Ben here, and Max Fulham, Welfare Officer Tina Mason, Policy Officers and Group Members Sean McCabe, Barry Begley, Mary Gallagher, Outreach and Education from Professor John Barry, Sophie and Kevin Byrne, Claire Fitzgerald, Nessa and Owen McMahon. So thanks to all of you. It's been a tough old year and we've got through it together. So I want to thank as well all the JTG members for all of your incredible hard work, because we don't do it all. It's down to you guys for all your support and your campaigns and activism. It hasn't been and is not easy holding green left values and rejecting the pervasive capitalist system, which relies on inequality, injustice and thrives on the exploitation of our natural world and the people within it. And I know it's easy to feel hopeless and burnt out and pissed off, and I'm sure there are many people here who are no strangers to that feeling, especially this year, and we still have much to do. So whilst we continue to push for change as members and activists and campaigners, political reps, policy experts, citizens, mothers, fathers, we should remember that we are also a network of support for one another across this island, overcoming barriers, boundaries together with a shared interest in a more hopeful and equitable future. And I hope in the coming year we again support one another as we tackle issues of social and environmental justice. And now that we are post-COP, as we push for the necessary just transition from a carbon reliant to a carbon zero future. So thank you all. Thank you to all the members and all the committee for your hard work this year. I have appreciated it, and we've shared some good and some frustrating times together. So With time pushing on and all that being said, and I'm sick of listening to myself, so it's time to stop talking and hand over to Sophie for our post-COP26 debrief. Again, thank you all for your support and contributions.